What up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Bailcast, aka Bart and Gio's podcast. And I'm Bart.
I'm also Bart. Just kidding, I'm Gio.
And I don't know what to talk about.
You brought it in so good. You're like, hey, you had a little raspiness in it. I was like, damn, that's really good.
I don't know what to talk about. What are we going to talk about?
Really? There's so much to talk about,
Talk
baby.
about something then.
So that's funny. I'm just fucking around.
How about this? How come when I tried to smell your ass yesterday, you didn't let me smell it?
Oh, okay. Because it was at the end of the day. Like, so we do walking. We move like you
we
just...
do walking.
I think it made me nervous just thinking about you.
I do a little bit of walking.
I don't know how, like, I don't know. I'm always so like cautious about it because I'm like, I have like a bigger butt.
Why don't you do a better job of keeping it clean?
I do. I clean it so hard.
How
I clean
hard?
it so hard, like really hard.
Like how hard?
Like, when I wipe, like, I'm like I go back and forth until I look at the paper and I'm like, good, you're good. And then we have a bidet. So I'm like washing it with that.
And
then,
it still smells like that?
I'm not saying it smells like that. I'm just scared if it does. I don't really know if it smells because I don't know how anyone knows if it smells unless you're like that flexible where you know those people that like they can like they're standing on their feet, right?
Yeah.
And then they like can bend over to the point where they can like look at their butt. So if they were to spread their ass cheeks, they can see their butthole.
I don't even know what my butthole looks like.
Yeah, that's my point. That's my point.
Do you know what yours looks like?
No, because I'm not flexible, but I'm saying those flexible people might be able to smell it, but they for sure know what their asshole looks like.
I guarantee you, though.
Oh, I do know what my asshole looks like, actually.
Why?
You're not curious? I always want to see. I think because...
How often do you do it? Like once a month?
I think I know why you don't know what your butthole looks like.
You do it once a month?
No, I did it when I was younger.
I think I'm scared. I don't want to see what it looks like back there.
I mean, but it's on your body.
Yeah, but then I might see it and disgust myself.
And that's going to prevent you from doing what? Wiping it? Touching it?
From
wanting to
knowing
wash
that
it?
that part exists on me.
I guess. I don't think you should be worried about the stuff that exists on you. I think you should be worried about what's coming out of you because your body produces some wild shit, man.
Yeah, it's called waste products. It's a biological result of metabolism.
Okay, geek. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I would be more worried about that than what's on your body because everyone has a butthole. Like they're all pretty similar.
But what if mine like has hair on it and it doesn't
for
look
sure
and it's
does.
not a nice color?
I don't know if I've ever stared for the color, but it for sure does have hair.
Because I like the color of your butthole.
I don't. I like briefly.
You don't like the color of your butthole? What color do you want it to be?
I just want it to be like the rest of my skin on my
body. It is
body.
the rest of your skin.
Is it?
Yeah. You can't look at your butthole in the shadow.
Fine. Maybe that's where I fucked up.
You look at it in the shadow, so it probably looks darker than what you want.
Fine, but I think you should. I think you should get acquainted with your body, baby. I think I know what my entire body looks like. However, I just found out that I have like a birthmark or something on my back. Like I have like a...
Oh yeah, like a little patch thing.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It's faint though.
I know, I didn't know that. I thought I saw it, but it wasn't until I got darker because we've been swimming so much and I've tanned.
Yeah.
That like that color didn't get darker.
I have one too, right?
You do.
Yeah.
On your neck.
But it's kind of like faint too, right?
Yeah. But I never knew I had that. Did I have it always?
Yeah, you always had it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Why?
I don't know. I just like knowing.
Knowing parts of you?
Yeah.
That's cutie.
Yeah, I didn't know I had that. Yeah, so for the most part, I do know what most of my body looks like.
It's crazy that Taika still has his Mongolian
He
whatever
does.
thing
It looks like a little bruise on his butt.
that's permanent and just stays there.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know.
You never looked into it?
I did. Most people did say it disappears within a year, but some people also just keep it. Maybe he has strong Mongolian genes.
I don't know if they keep it. It just stays.
It just stays. I mean,
They're like, nah, I think I'm going to keep this.
yeah, but I think, he maybe has strong Mongolian genes, so it just stays there.
Yeah. That's crazy. But like, why Mongolian? Like what?
Like what caused it?
Yeah,
I think if you
else.
break down the human race, I think there was 4 or 5. So you have the Caucasus, and then you have the Mongoloid gene, and then you have the African one. I forgot what that one was called.
It's not
Like literally like a printer. You know, on printer, you have like cyan, magenta, or whatever, yellow, right? And then those 3 colors produce every single color that you see that comes out. The human genome, our genetic makeup, there's only like, I think like 4 or 5. And with those 4 colors, we're able to make everything. And that's the part that I love. I love seeing bordering countries because of that. So, you know, when you go to like, or if you see, I think there's Mongoloid, which is the East Asian looking gene. You have Caucasus, which is the more like European looking gene. And then you have the African, and I think there's also like the Malay. So the Malay gene is what gives like Filipinos and like Polynesians that fragrance. You know what I'm talking about? But there's that look. Like big eyes, brown skin, that look. So what and I think there's one more. I forgot which one it was.
I thought the big ass brown skin was just because of like colonization and all that shit.
What? No.
Oh, I don't know.
No, like if you look like
untapped.
Yeah, like Aborigine, like Papua New Guinea, like where they haven't had it. There's like this very Polynesian-esque.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it.
And then I
was thinking Malaysian, but I was thinking more like Chinese Malaysian.
Oh no, yeah, no, not that. I'm talking about like the Malay gene. It's called like the Malay.
Oh, okay.
So
I had no idea. Sorry.
So like for example, like, and then the reason why I like visiting bordering countries, because you can really see almost if God was a creator, right? You could almost see like how many like ounces of whatever they put into each other. So if you go to like Nepal, where it's like literally border of India and China, like they have a very unique look, and you're like, oh, literally everyone looks half Chinese, half Indian here, or even in Tibet.
Where were we? Where we saw a lot of this? Was it Germany? The Christmas market where we like they had so many. Oh yeah,
there's like a whole like Tibetan section.
Yeah, I mean it was just like Tibet. Like what were the other areas? I forgot.
It was everywhere. It was so
like,
cool.
But it was like literally like the United Nations and shit of like of different countries. They had like their stands of food, and then the people serving you were of that.
Yeah, and it was region. The countries that aren't as prevalent as what we have in the U.S.
Wasn't there like Lebanese too?
Yeah. Like, you know, in the U.S., I think maybe it's all based off immigration, but you know, like at least in L.A., if there's going to be an Asian restaurant, you can almost bet it's going to be either Chinese, Thai, Vietnamese, or Chinese. Yeah. Right? Because did I say Chinese twice?
Yes.
Chinese.
We know who you favor.
Korean.
We know who you favor.
So, that's generally who immigrated here. Over there, they're all different. It was like, do you want to get some Tibetan dumplings or Mongolian fried rice? And then there was like the Lebanese food.
Oh, that was so bomb.
And then there was that one sandwich. It was like a Czech sandwich or Turkish sandwich. Do you remember?
With the melted cheese?
Yeah, I'm like, this is like...
They had like a big slice of like a big slab of cheese. And then they had like this heater type of thing.
Oh, no, not that one.
Oh.
The other one we're eating, that one's we ate during the day. There's the other sandwich we ate at night. And I'm like, oh my God.
I only remember the Lebanese one because it was bomb.
But yeah, it was like, there's like all these countries that we usually don't have, we usually don't have access to. And it was so good.
I know. I thought we were the melting pot over here. But it seemed like Germany was like kicking ass.
But that they might come here. They might go, man, I wish we had some Thai food.
I'm sure they...
Because it's just all based off immigration, you know?
Yeah.
So like over here, like most of our Hispanic food is either Mexican,
Salvadoran,
and then you might have some Cuban sprinkled in here and there. But some countries...
In LA, you mean? Or like...
In LA, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But in other countries, you might have like a ton of Honduran restaurants or, you know, it's just might be like way different.
Yeah, we don't have a bunch of that out here.
Yeah. But yeah, like that's what
I think I'm hungry.
Me too. So going back to talking about like the mixtures of like the races and stuff.
Yeah.
I love seeing that because then like, so you know, if you go to so Chinese, it's pretty Mongoloid looking, especially if it's Han Chinese, right? It has like very like East Asian looking. And then as you go south, you start seeing, and like the far extremes of like the Malay are probably like what you would say like what Indian people look like, or what maybe even like Cambodians look like. So on that spectrum, if you have like Indian and you throw a little bit of ding 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 ding, then you get like Thai Cambodian, and you throw a little bit more ding 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 ding, then it looks more like Vietnamese, and then you go ding 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 ding.
How come
and it gets to like Chinese, and you throw even more ding 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 ding, and it looks like almost like Korean Japanese.
Oh, one more.
And you go and then you get the full like Mongolian, right? So it's cool to see like all that, like how the spectrum of that. And then you start seeing like Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, and how they kind of sprouted out from there. And it's so cool. Like even so Taiwan, for example, right? The original island of Taiwan, which is Formosa, which is named by Portuguese settlers. Taiwan is actually part of the Polynesian Islands.
They looked hella Polynesian.
So it's actually like if the Chinese people didn't immigrate there, the native people are Polynesian, just like Tongans, Samoans, Maori, or whatever, right? And so when you go to the native Taiwanese festivals, it's just straight up Polynesian like culture and like and festivals and stuff, and it's super cool. But then because there is the Chinese immigration there, you can tell that there's a lot of ding, 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 even in their Polynesian people. So they'll be like half, imagine like The Rock, but with slightly Chineser eyes.
Chineser?
Yeah. And I'm like, cool. That's like so cool to see this melting pot of people. And like even like Native Americans, right? Like they're very like indigenous looking. And then when the Europeans came and they start mixing, and then like it just, I love seeing mixing of cultures.
That's like for me, I'm like, I don't understand racism, man. Cause I'm just like, we are all fucking mixed.
Yeah.
Like we're all mutts.
Yeah.
Like it's rare to have one strain.
That's why I think racism, what it really is stupidism.
It is.
And the reason why, and I've always felt this way ever since I was a kid, I'm like, why are you proud or not proud? Or why are you judging or not judging based on what you're born with? You know, it's almost saying like, my parents are rich, you're poor. I'm like, but what did you do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, because like, it's almost like I'm born with this. What about you? And I'm like, I don't really care who's born with what. Like, I want to know who you are.
Yeah, what do
on
you
the
bring?
inside.
What do you bring?
Yeah, past the skin, past your physical appearance. And I think that's why I think like to me, like racism is stupidism, because it's this extreme amount of either pride or lack of empathy or lack of whatever based on what you're just brought to the earth with, which you had no control over. If you were in a shitty situation and you got out of that, I have so much admiration of you regardless of what your skin color or anything, because I'm like, that's who you are on the inside, you know? It's like, yeah, that's why I don't really get like racism and all that stuff either. I think it's just stupidism.
Yeah, it really is, because you had no hand in anything that your creator added to you.
Yeah, like you're only yelling white power because you're born white.
Yeah.
But if you were born like Hispanic, you're not going to be yelling that shit. You're going to be yelling some other thing.
Yeah.
If you're stupid.
Yeah.
Or you could just be, oh, cool. Past what you look on the outside, who are you on the inside, and get to know people and who they are on the inside.
Yeah, and that's really dope. And then the added bonus is now there's cultural differences. So now you get to learn about different cultures. Yeah. And that's pretty tight, because then with the culture comes like the customs, and then it comes like the food, the dress. And it's like really fucking cool.
Yeah. I think culture is what I'm racist towards.
Okay.
Because so I don't believe that innately Chinese people like to blow boogers out of their nose. Like, I don't think there's a gene for a booger blowing, but I think the culture of China, there's a consensus of like, if your nose is clogged, blow out of one hole as hard as you can.
I don't hate on them for that. I think it's disgusting, but I'm like, damn, that's very efficient of you. And I like how not sensitive they are. You know, because most of us over here are like, ooh, get some manners, you freaking savage. Ugh. You know?
Yeah.
But then for them, they're like, hey, there's something preventing me from living my life. Let me get rid of it now so I can get back to living my life.
You have a gentle heart.
I mean, I'm just trying to like see everything from many different angles. So for me, I'm like, yeah, of course it's disgusting. That's nasty. But I'm like, did anything get on me? No. Is it like on my dishes that I'm about to eat? No. You know what I mean? Like, is it on my house where I'm about to sleep?
It's on his finger when he serves you your food.
Yeah, but is his finger in my food?
Probably. If you order like a bowl of soup, his thumb is in the soup.
I mean, I guess I don't have to know about it. I'm not dead.
Because literally, it's probably...
There's a bunch of shit I just don't think
like
about.
This. He goes like this. Ew, yuck. Okay, your order's coming right up.
No, I've seen them. They like wipe real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If they're civilized.
I think even my dad used to do shit like that when he just had to go. You know what I mean? I've seen you do it.
Hell yeah, I do it. I'm proud.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. I'm racist towards myself.
Oh. So confused.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so I mean, I get it. I think it's disgusting. Like the same way I get people farting out loud. I think it's still disgusting, but I'm like, fuck, I get it.
Yeah, I really think cultures are very, very beautiful.
Hell yeah, they're beautiful. And on that note, I'm going to pause you there because I'm going to introduce our first sponsor. Okay, so today's sponsor is brought to you by Skylight. I actually really, really love this. It's a frame, a picture frame, an electronic picture frame, which is really cool because it doesn't matter where you're at. You can email photos into that picture frame. So it was really dope to gift this to my mom for Mother's Day and surprise her with a ton of pictures of my brothers, my sisters, and all her grandkids. And it's really cool because I get to email it straight into her picture frame and she'll send me a text saying, oh my God, that picture was so cute. So now more than ever, we're really trying to stay connected to the people that we love, but just kind of considering the state of the world is in right now, it's not the easiest for us to actually be in each other's presence. So this gift is the coolest gift ever. And it makes, again, people feel really, really connected. We also have Father's Day right around the corner. So this is also a really cool gift idea to give your pops and just start uploading a bunch of cool little pictures that you guys used to take together when you were younger. So for everyone listening right now, you guys are going to get a special holiday offer. Yep, for all the dads' gift ideas out there. You guys are going to get $10 off your purchase of the Skylight frame when you go to skylightframe.com and enter code BEAW, BEAW. That's right, $10 off your purchase of a Skylight frame. Just go to skylightframe.com and enter code BEAW, BEAW. That's SKYLIGHTFRAME.com and enter code BEAW. And we're back. Yeah, what were you saying?
I was just saying that. So I really like culture. Just because, like, I mean, I've talked about this a little bit before, but the whole reason when I got my tattoo was when I was learning about Polynesian culture. I thought it was so dope.
What tattoo? Because there's sections of it.
Oh, this upper sleeve part.
Oh, okay.
Like
that's the dragon, the bamboo, the sun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like Machu Picchu and the tiger.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing that I really loved about Polynesian culture because I read about that back in the day. If you showed up to any of the Polynesian islands, you can tell who the men and the boys were because all the men had their quads and thighs tattooed. And because it's a rite of passage, like when you're 17, turning 18, your grandpa, like someone in the head of household, will tattoo your legs. And what they're actually tattooing is your family pedigree and like the ancestry part of it. So everyone knows who you are and you became a man. I'm like, man, that's dope. And we didn't have something like that in like Chinese culture. So I was like, I want to do something like that. But for me, so I was so inspired by that.
You guys didn't have like crescents or seals or anything? Symbols?
Maybe, but like Chinese culture has been fucked with and it's changed so much that there's not like this one consensus of what did Confucius say, you know?
It.
So for me, I'm like, I want to create something on my own. And I think that's very like American where you're inspired by other people, but you still want to apply it to yourself and you're not just straight up stealing. So I got that idea I got from like the Polynesian culture, but how do I apply it to myself? And my mom was born in the year of the dragon. My dad's born in the year of the tiger. I'm like, oh, cool. Let's create my family map.
Damn, you got both really cool ones.
Really cool
Taika is fucked.
One's a pig and one's a rat. You can imagine him at the tattoo shop. So I got this family map. I'm going to have a pig and then a rat coming together.
And then he's a rooster.
Yeah, and then...
That's, a little bit cooler.
And I'm a rooster. And then he's just gonna look like he has farm animals. It's gonna look like, can you tattoo Charlotte's Web on my arm?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was for me, it was a dragon and then a tiger. And then my Chinese name is Guan Xu Hong, which means it's like the rising sun. So I have the sun rising out of the clouds because it created me. And then my dad's from, on my dad's side, they're Peruvians. I have Machu Picchu. So that's where I was like inspired by all that because I had such admiration of the culture. And that's what I just love about getting to know cultures, because you could see how the way people do things are different, and not in a right or wrong sense. It's just
different.
Yeah, it's just so different, and it's just cool to like absorb it. And like you know, the way that I see Italians eat as a family and they spend 3 hours on dinner, I'm like, dude, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Like the bonding starts with the making of it.
Yeah.
You know, like Asian people, or at least Chinese people, are so pragmatic that it's like, okay, get the hell out. Everybody get the hell out of my kitchen. Like, you know, like they just want to do it and hurry up, get to the end.
Maybe that's how women bond.
Or maybe, but they just want to hurry up and get to it so we can eat and go, hey, okay, now time to talk a little bit, you know? But like for Italians, it was like, as they start making the food, they're drinking already, they're having a good time. And I'm like, man, that's so freaking cool. And so like the whole dinner process, like a 3-hour process. And it's almost as if they're eating while they're making food, that by the time it gets to dinner, they don't even really have to eat. They're like, I already ate half the meatballs. Like, I don't care.
What are you talking about? That's not true.
I mean,
What do you mean?
what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Don't make me tickle you.
Okay, no, don't do that, please. Yeah, I would agree to that. I love that. And that was what was really eye-opening to me, because, I mean, you grow up in your bubble, right? Which is your house. And then you grow up with your parents' ideologies and how their perspective of the world is. And then that, because you haven't really interacted with the world much, you kind of take that as fact and as truth. So you're kind of carrying this with you for a few years. And then you start interacting with people. I mean, hopefully it's not like this for everyone. It was like this for me for sure, because I just stayed in my Mexican bubble for like, I don't know, my whole schooling career, I want to say. So yeah, it wasn't until I was like learning about more cultures and stuff that I was like, oh shit. So an example of that would be like how my parents were always so against, like crazy against tattoos. Because they're like, no, that's like when we were growing up, that was just for criminals. And like, you know, like it was just for bad people, because that was like a stamp to let the community know, like, this is a bad apple. Don't interact with these people.
You didn't tell your mom like, no, mom, don't. I'm going to get something that's part of my heritage. I'm going to have a lowrider on my back.
Yeah, I told her I was going to get the 3 dots. And I'm not even joking. I was saying that.
Is that Hispanic, like culturally Hispanic?
Is a lowrider culturally Hispanic?
Oh, yeah.
No, that's not. The Aztec warrior with the fucking guy carrying the girl.
Who invented the lowrider then?
Who invented it?
Yeah, the Hispanics.
It's the Chicano culture, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, so like growing up, and I was always like, I mean, tattoos ain't that crazy. You know, I mean, they were pretty crazy when I was growing up. But then you hear about Polynesians, and it's how it is a rite of passage, and it has this significance to like their lineage and like their family, what they've accomplished in life. And I'm like, damn, that's fucking tight, you know? So like just seeing different perspectives in that way, like really like broadens your horizons.
That's what I realized. The more educated you are, the less judgmental you are. Because I remember my mom was kind of telling me the same thing, like, oh no, like tattoos are so bad. And then there's like, you know, only criminals get tattoos, whatever. And then I was showing my mom all these cultures. Like there's like I think the Ainu in Japan, and there's some in Thailand where they get tattoos on their face. I'm like, you think all these people are criminals? Like, no, that's different. They're completely different. And I'm like, well, if they're different and they're not bad people, why can't we adopt everyone's culture and make it our own and make it a positive thing? And then she was just so stuck, because I think I just wrecked her mind.
Nice. I can't remember a time. I mean, I'm pretty sure I wrecked my mom's mind all the time. Like I do remember her telling me like, man, Gio, like talking to you was so hard sometimes, because you would just like, your way of thinking was so different from mine.
You probably made her challenge her own beliefs.
Yeah. So she was always like, it was hard talking to you. Like I would get stuck a lot. And I'm like, oh, damn. No wonder we were silent most of the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were really quiet with each other. I don't know. Maybe my mom's like me, where like we live in our head a lot.
You don't go like, what are you thinking about, Mom? Why are you so quiet?
I I don't think so. I think I was too busy in my own little head.
In your own head.
Yeah. That I think I would apologize to her that it was so quiet. I'm like, hey ma, yeah, sorry if I'm not talking. Like I just have a lot of thoughts going on in my head. Yeah, I remember saying that like around junior high time and stuff.
You know what I really want to do? I think as soon as we can get the business up and running, like all of our own personal businesses up and running a little bit more, where we could take a little bit time away from it. I actually want to go a cross country road trip with you.
Hell fucking yeah.
I want to rent a little RV and then go on a little cross country road trip. And I think it'll be very CUNY, so we can learn about different cultures and stuff.
He keeps scratching himself, so it's hard for me to listen because I can hear like you're just moving a lot.
Would you be down to do a little RV trip with me across the country?
I said hell fucking yeah. I'm super down.
Oh, that's pretty CUNY.
Super down. I'd also like to do it with friends because I think we did it before with friends and that was really, really cool.
Yeah.
I think we did it us three too, didn't we? Oh yeah, Yosemite and all that. And that's pretty cool, but I just feel like for adventures like that, maybe because I grew up with the bigger family and then we would bring like my sister's boyfriend and my brother's girlfriends and stuff. So it, like our company grew.
Yeah.
And it's a different dynamic.
But what if you have screaming ass Taika and stuff?
I mean, we're for sure going to have screaming ass Taika and everyone loves Taika.
Oh, fine.
And he's so much older now that like he's way more curious and is more involved with the group. Whereas before he was barely learning how to walk and like he was kind of like you know, like. So
you would rather do it with more people?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I would. I think I'm used to it is what I'm saying.
And you would rather do it
empty.
In an RV or would you rather do it in like an SUV? Because when we did the Yosemite thing, it was more like we took our truck and it was more like we hit spots and we would check into hotels.
Yeah. I liked both. Yeah, I liked both. But
would you want to check into hotels or would you want to just live in the RV?
I think I felt more connected with the road, if you will, when we lived in the RV. And I would want to all of us cook together. Like I like that stuff.
One Chinese family.
They killed it, man.
So we were pulling into, so there's like these RV rest stops, right? They're almost like, imagine like a campsite for RVs. I believe they're called like KOA sites. And we pulled up in our RV and we had a pretty dope RV that we rented.
We didn't get any food though.
We didn't get any food. So we were doing like half RVing. We pull up, we put the plug-in in, just powers water. And we get out, and since we didn't get food, almost every city that we went in with our friends, it was like getting, like we'll find a restaurant that was local. This Chinese minivan,
they spoke, I don't know if we didn't hear one word of English.
Yeah, they
and they were like
out,
older couples.
Yeah, and there was like maybe like 6 of them. And then they were, I guess, doing the same road trip thing too. But you can also bring your car into these KOA sites. They bring their car and when it came time for food,
what do you mean they bring their car? They had an RV. What are you talking about?
They had an RV? Wasn't it a minivan?
No, it was an RV.
Oh, it must have been a small RV. So they bring out their small RV and then they brought out woks and like it was straight up like, you know, when you go to like one of those Chinese seafood restaurants where there's the soup and then 6 other dishes. Every meal was like that. I would see them cooking up a storm on the side. And then like, you know, there's like other people have dogs playing and stuff. And I'm like, wow, they straight up brought Chinese to this campsite. It was dope. And I would
hella dope.
You'd hear the oil. And then in the morning, same thing.
And it didn't look, food. Yeah. And they look like they like do this regularly because it had like specific Tupperware and like the way they stored it was like perfect. I'm like, damn, you guys are seasoned RVers.
I think what we need to do is if we do it, we need to do it with people that know how to cook.
Yeah, for sure. I'm bringing David. If no one else attends, the only one I want to attend is David.
Well, the last time
he enjoys it.
The last time when we went camping, it was you, me, David, Case, Tiff, Isaac, and I think the food was pretty good.
It was really good. Yeah, because Casey knows how to cook really well too.
Yeah.
Me and Tiff, man, we cleaned. Everything was organized. It was nice.
That was crazy. That part, I didn't realize how much wasps were attracted to food. You remember I was cooking steak and then wasps would just go, wow, wow. And I'm like, what the heck? Get away from Taika. I had to swing my spatula around. But I made that beef stew I thought was pretty good. You remember the beef stew I made?
Yeah, everything was really, really good. Yeah. But you know, we still had to bring the cup of noodles and shit.
I
that
know.
was still really good. And
Nothing
it's trash.
Beats that.
It's trash food. Like we had really good food, but we were still eating fucking cup of noodles.
Should we get an RV and do the RV trip before the quarantine's over so there's less traffic on the freeway?
Let me build suspense and cut you there real quick because I'm going to introduce our final sponsor. So I want to introduce our sponsor, Skillshare. I'm absolutely in love with this online learning community, especially right now that everyone's on lockdown. You're staying at home. This should be the time that you are like polishing and sharpening all of your tools or gaining new tools. So visiting Skillshare and learning how, to do web design or take more professional photos, or you're at home and you're like, man, this place looks like crap. They have a bunch of interior design stuff. Like when we first moved here, that's what I was tapping into. I was tapping into the Skillshare interior design, and I was figuring out like materials, like how that makes the feel of like any room change. Like if you have a small space, like how to make it appear to be bigger. So there was like so many things that I learned. And then when I was trying to like rebrand my Instagram a little bit more, I was like, well, I don't want to spend so much money on getting equipment. I'd rather, invest time in utilizing what I already have, AKA my cell phone. And there were so many online courses for how to just better utilize your iPhone or your mobile device to take better quality photos.
And that's actually really smart, because I think a lot of people, when they first think about how to improve or how to hustle, they immediately come out of pocket and try to buy the equipment because they think the equipment is going to get them their skill. Are you about to say equipment? So they think the equipment is gonna bring them to the next level, but an equipment is useless without the user. So to me, I've always been a huge advocate of increasing your skill. Like if you're better at guitar, your guitar playing is going to be better than if you just buy a better guitar.
Hell yeah. So for everyone listening right now, you guys are going to get 2 free months of premium membership at Skillshare.com/bear. You guys, that's 60 days of free learning, like absolutely free. So, I mean, if you're kind of skeptical and you're like, nah, that's a waste of time, trust me, you want to be more competitive in the workspace for sure. You want to get a raise, you want to level up in your life, or just you want to just be more creative and just like, your brain's a muscle and you want to keep that shit strong. So again, just go to Skillshare.com/Beaw, BEAW, and that's 2 free months of premium membership. And we're back. Okay, were you guys as like suspensefully waiting as I was? If you said yes, then cool. My answer to that is fuck yeah, I'm so down. I think because we've been on lockdown and we've been so obedient with the rules. Like the only time we go anywhere literally is just to get groceries, and it's not even all of us. It's just Bart, and there's this whole process that goes behind it. And we've just been staying at home. We don't really get to see our friends. I mean, obviously, right? The whole world is going through this, but I think just going out into nature, unplugging, getting exposed to any type of different way of thought or life, I'm down.
What do you think about all those people that been like living in a Sprinter van and then traveling across the world? I mean, not the world, but like the country. Do you like that? Do you think
I love that. Cool? Yeah, but I love it more when they have an activity that they're into. So like, let's say they're on this road trip so that they can hit different types of surf. Yeah, I like that. Or if they're like trying to hit different types of trails. Because there's like a goal behind it. Yeah. So for me, I like stuff like that. Or if you go because you want to take pictures or skateboard or, I don't know, ride a bike. Like I like activities like that. Like even though I do like setting up camp and then like eating and stuff, I do need a little bit more like just kind of
do something.
Yeah, a little bit more activity.
That's why I liked Lake Havasu when we got there. Unfortunately, we got there a little bit late. But there's jet skis and stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's cool. That'd be cool to come back.
That place was trash. Sorry. Damn. It was trash. And you can't. And all that. I love it, but not in a trashy place. And it was just trashy people. Nah, I'm not about it.
Damn, sorry to all our fans that live in Havasu.
You don't have a choice.
Trash.
If you knew you had a choice and you could move, you'd probably move. Because people go and they just trash the place. That's why it's just trash.
Damn, I was looking at houses there, and you can get a pretty cool like beachfront house for like 200 G's.
Well, guess why? Guess why?
Why?
Because it's trash.
Damn.
Yeah. You think you can find something like that in a poppin' ass fucking LA?
Hell no.
Because it's not trash.
It'll be like
it's
2
pretty
million.
trash LA too.
No, probably like 20 million.
Yeah, because it's so poppin' over here. People want to come out here. No one wants to live out in Lake Havasu.
Are there any places in the US you're like, I really want to see that?
The funny thing is, I never think about anything in the US.
But did you know US is actually very diverse and very cool?
You're absolutely correct, but I just don't think about it. Because I think I want like a complete culture shock. I think I want like a complete like immersion experience of like different languages and like different food, different architecture, like different cars. You're driving on the wrong side of the street. Like I want a complete like 180.
I
So I think when I think of US, I just feel like I'm just going
like
to.
I know it already.
For the most part, you know what I mean? Like, no offense to Australia. I love Australia. I love Australians. I think y'all are the best fucking ever. But I don't have an inclination to go back to Australia. And I know a lot of you guys right now are probably like, what the fuck? It's fucking cool out here. Maybe.
It is cool.
But I went to Sydney. I went to Melbourne. I went to Perth. Where else did we go?
Brisbane.
Yeah, Brisbane. And all of those just felt like slightly cleaner versions and more polite versions of areas in the US. So for me, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like I saw the Sydney Opera House. I thought that was beautiful.
It's very beautiful.
And then what is that instrument? The didgeridoo?
Yeah, something like that.
And that sounds cool, but for the most but for the most part, I'm just like, okay, got it. You know, but like it didn't. Maybe I need to go to the beaches. You know, maybe that's where
we never went.
Yeah, and that's
I think there's
huge.
one called Gold Coast.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. So maybe I need to hit that side of things.
Yeah.
So I can feel like less like the US.
Did you know the Australian RVs, they bounce more?
They bounce more? Why?
Yeah, because ours are like kind of smooth.
Those are kangaroos?
Yeah, there's the kind of like bounce up and down, and then you put the stuff in the front. There's a pouch in the front. You put all your luggage in there.
That's fucking cute.
Can you imagine an Australian Dumb and Dumber? Instead of a doggy car, it would have been a kangaroo car.
But where does the pouch go?
On the front.
So then the head's in the back?
Yeah.
So it's like a standing?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're funny. Yeah, so I don't really think of the US too much in that way.
Oh, I see.
Which I probably should, right? Because it has like, you have beautiful places like Yosemite and Zion, and you have like
I want to explore Yosemite so much more.
I want to go to Joshua Tree.
We barely scratched the surface.
I want to go to Aspen. Like I want to go to so many different places in the US. Like I haven't even visited New York.
I actually want to go back to Yosemite with mountain bikes.
Sick.
You know why? Because so in Yosemite, it's so freaking huge, right? And there's a few roads that go through it. But when I was looking on the map, the really cool places were like you walk through all kinds of forest, and then all of a sudden the trees break away and you just see a lake out in the middle of nowhere. Those things are all like 7 miles off the road. So there's a lot of really cool campsites, cool streams, waterfalls that aren't like what we saw. Like
let's go back.
Like is it El Capitan or like or
yeah, that big old rock.
Yeah,
formation.
or like Half Dome. The things that we saw, those are the tourist things, right? Because you could see it from the car,
and you can see people climbing it.
There's a lot of like really other cool ones, but it's a little bit more off the road. So you either have to, like some people, they'll take a day hiking in, or if we could take bikes, then it'll be a little bit shorter and just ride with Taika for a few miles.
I'm so down.
But we could explore all kinds of stuff. And then the two other places I really want to go, I've never been. One's Yellowstone National Park.
I want to go there too.
And then Mount Rushmore to see all the presidents.
Oh, right. Where is that?
I don't know. I'm dumb.
Oh,
is
man,
it Utah?
I used to know that. Fuck. Virginia?
Definitely not Virginia.
West Virginia?
Definitely
I don't even know why
Virginia.
I said that. Oh my God. I hope we're making you guys laugh with how stupid we are. I'm looking it up right now.
You got to name one, or you already named two wrong ones. Is it Wyoming? I'm thinking Wyoming or Utah. Go.
Utah? I'm thinking
you already said Virginia or West Virginia.
Fine. Damn. It is in, do you see where it is?
South Dakota.
Oh man, that makes sense.
Does it? Why? Why does it make sense?
I would have never guessed South Dakota. That's sick. I do want to see it. Look at that.
Isn't that cool?
Oh my God, that's really cool.
And can you imagine putting like Taika's face? Putting Taika's face on one of them. He's the fifth one. Or yeah.
This is kind of crazy, but it's pretty cool. Why did it stop? Why is it just these guys?
I don't know. They're like the ones that mattered, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, everyone else don't matter.
Or maybe they ran out of space.
Damn, this is sick. We gotta watch a documentary on this.
Shout outs to Noom for sponsoring this podcast. I love Noom because getting in shape doesn't have to be about losing a specific amount of weight or some magical number that you put on the scale, arbitrary number. It's about building healthier habits and feeling better about yourself. And what's amazing is the more you feel better about you working towards your goals, you end up getting more momentum and more motivation to get back into the gym of working out. And I think that's the part that I really like about Noom, where a lot of other programs out there, it's more results driven, where for many people that doesn't work.
That's why you become a yo-yo dieter, because you don't understand the psychology of what's making you quit to what's making you start to what's making you stay.
Yeah, because a lot of people are like, I do want to get fit. I do want to get healthy. And it's not necessarily like you telling me putting up a picture of a six pack isn't going to make me go to the gym. And that's because...
Or at least for long term.
For long term. And that's because people need to build healthier habits. It's the habit change and the lifestyle change that really helps you accomplish your goals. And so what I like about it is that they break it down into physical, psychological, social, and those are the main ways that you can change the habit. So for example, like having better self-care, feeling confident in your clothing, and then psychological, like understanding how to make healthy choices and also how to integrate Noom into your life for social so that you can trust yourself to make good choices. And they take all of these things into consideration for Noom when it's time to achieve your goals so that it is truly changing your habits and changing your lifestyle. And so it's based in psychology, and Noom teaches you why you do the things you do and empowers you with the tools you need to break the bad habits and replace them with better ones so that you don't have the yo-yo diet. You completely just change your approach to fitness, which I think is amazing. So sign up for your trial today at Noom.com. That's Noom.com/bail. You don't have anything to lose. Visit Noom.com. That's Noom.com/bail, BEAW. If you've tried a bunch of stuff and it doesn't work, really try this comprehensive approach at Noom.com. I love them.
Okay, how many Mount Rushmore pictures do we need of the exact same angle, everybody? I went to Google Images.
I mean, that's like Grand Canyon. It's so huge. People have like the same angle because I think there's that one picture opportunity. Everyone wants to take it from there.
And it all looks the same.
And everyone wants the I'm falling off picture. Or everyone wants to like, how people, they hold the moon.
Yeah.
I'm holding the moon.
Yeah, the internet's fucking cool like that. But I'm fucking down. I'm super down. I love road trips. I love camping, but more glamping than camping.
What's the next road trip you want to do? The SUV
I think
truck
Yosemite.
style? SUV truck style or RV style?
RV style.
RV style?
Yeah, because I like when we're all together. I like when we're all feeling the same struggle. I like when I see people waking up or sleeping or like we're all getting hungry at the same time and like conversations that happen while you're on the road.
Yeah. That's pretty cutie.
It's just cool.
We just need to bring bikes then if we want to go Yosemite because there's no way, because we gotta have to hike to see the cool stuff.
How much time would we need? Like 4 days? 4 days is pretty good.
For just Yosemite? Yeah. But if we want to make a road trip out of it, we'll probably need like a week to go somewhere other place. Oh. Or you just want to do Yosemite just one more time before we go on
for sure I want to do
before
Yosemite.
We do an actual road trip.
Yeah, and I want to bring our friends because I feel like we like didn't even scratch, like we didn't even make a dent.
I did like when we did Yosemite and then we found that stream that we just followed.
With the cold ass water.
Yeah, and then we're like, let's get naked. And we just got naked and we're just swimming around. That was pretty cool.
That was really cool. But yeah, I just want to have a little bit more of a plan. So I like winging it. I really do enjoy winging it. But when it's something that we have that's so vast and it has so many like variations of terrain to like even climate, because if you're like on one side of the rocks and shit, then it's like super cold.
It's all shadow,
yeah. And then the other side's like really warm. So there's just like so much stuff going on that like I would want to create a plan so that we can like at least get a taste of a little bit more of everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would you so you wouldn't want to stay at that really cool hotel that we stayed at?
I would love to stay at that hotel.
Wait, so do you want an RV or do you want to stay at the hotel?
I don't know. Because I didn't even think about that. So the RV.
So we're not going to be going to that cool hotel then.
No.
We're going to be making all of our own food.
Yeah.
We're not going to have yummy pasta or any of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, fuck pasta.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, I love pasta. I'm so hungry.
God damn, what do you want?
Yeah, but yeah.
So RV.
I'd rather make really cool memories.
So RV. Okay, so we're roughing it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that hotel was pretty much like a resort almost.
It was dope.
So okay, we're roughing it out a little bit.
For everyone wanting it, was it like Yosemite Creek?
I think it's called like Rush Creek.
Rush Creek.
Oh, I loved it. It's
Check it out, you guys. It's really cool.
literally a resort that's built with
family in mind too.
So it looks like cabin looks, and but then it's a resort because when you go to your bathroom, it looks super contemporary. There's a restaurant off to the side. So if you wanted to get like
playroom,
just kids playroom. So like there's people where moms can get massages. There's a pool. There's a jacuzzi, and then the restaurant was really good. Like straight all kinds of like beer. And then if for people that are gonna go out and rough it in the front like area, there's like a little general store, and they had like emergency blankets, like fire starter kits. Yeah. Like there's like it was like a beautiful haven in the middle of Yosemite.
It is very beautiful, but I think for me right now, how I'm feeling, I think because I'm so deprived of like human to human contact.
Yeah.
Outside of
I don't need it to be that nice.
I just don't want to be isolated from the people I love anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what can I do to like be more immersive and like more in each other's space?
How many people would you cap this trip at?
I would see the RV costs.
Well, like let's
How
say
many people did we bring?
So the other
time?
RV that we got, it's actually not that expensive. It's cheaper than a hotel.
Then I'd get a bigger RV.
So like, let's say we get a bigger
RV. It was
RV.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people.
I actually would want to get a bigger RV with less people.
Oh.
Because I think that one we kind of like, it was
perfect.
It felt, to me, it felt like the adult parents with college room in the front. So I did feel bad for some people where I'm like 2 people are straight up sardined. And then since we went with like the barbell crew, everyone's kind of built. So seeing like 200 plus people like sardined in a place where it's probably more comfortable if you weighed like 160.
Yeah.
I just felt like everyone was like that.
Yeah.
But like if we had like, let's say if we got, I don't know, a 10-person RV and we brought 6 people, I think people have space for luggage and it's just,
Again, I've just been so deprived. I just want to be smashed with people. I want to be bumping into people.
Oh, you want that many people?
I'm telling you, that's how deprived I am.
So how many people you want? Like 10 people to come or 12 people?
I mean, I want people to be comfortable.
So how many people
I want,
you want?
a good. That's what I said. I don't know what the size of the fucking RV is.
So if we could, the biggest one.
Cool. So if we could sleep, if everyone has a bed, that's what I want.
So let's say I can get a 12-person RV. You want 12 people?
Literally, you repeated what I said.
Yeah? Is that
this is our fucking relationship, you guys. I explain what I want, and then Bart, the Asperger's, doesn't get it.
I don't get it.
Literally, yes. If it can sleep 12 people, then I want 12 people.
Because there's so many times where I'll bring up another good point, and you're like, oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I know it sleeps 12 people, but let's have 10.
Yeah, but you bring up a good point different to what I just said. Not like literally repeat what I just said, and then there's no good point made. I'm like, oh, okay.
So just one more time for
confirmation. I'm gonna fuck you up. Oh my God.
Do you want a 12-person RV?
Oh my God. Jesus, give me strength right now
you want 12 people?
To restrain myself from putting hands on this man.
Do you want 12 people?
If that's the max, then yes.
Okay.
You have a fucking Rolodex of all the fucking specs of every RV that they rent?
Yes.
I don't doubt that, actually. Your mind is a very beautiful thing.
I love stuff. I literally love looking at the world.
Don't do that.
And
I feel like your eyeballs hurt.
And I freaking love just looking and learning, and like I love everything. I love stuff.
That's awesome. Then yeah, the planet. How long will we take?
I'd buy an RV if we could.
No. 4 days?
If it's just Yosemite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you want a full week, 5 days?
No, because it's just
I like how one more day you're like, nah, that's
no. It's just no. Even like I was even thinking, even 3 days would be cool. It's just Taika alone limits what you can do.
Even now?
Yeah. Okay. Like I wouldn't even bring mountain bikes if Taika was coming. I would just hike the whole thing.
Oh.
Like some of them, it's like a 15-mile hike in, and I'd camp there for 2 days and then come back and then go back to the RV. Like RV is our base camp. Like that's what I would do for some of them. Maybe fish.
Fish.
What did you want to do? Go hunt for some fucking Egg McMuffins?
No, just sit by the lake and talk.
What are we going to eat?
Or hike. You can't bring food? What the fuck? It's a fucking RV.
So what's the difference between bringing a dead animal versus catching a fresh animal?
One is I don't get to see all that.
Yeah, you could still go off and play with the ladies.
All right, well, do whatever you want.
If we fished, you wouldn't.
No, I would.
You would eat it, right?
Yeah.
We'll eat the whole thing.
Fine.
And then give the bones to Fawn and stuff.
Fine. Oh, cutie, you're bringing Fawn.
I want to.
That's cute.
She deserves it too.
She looks so fucking cute right now. She got a bath and she got her nails groomed and like they groom her hair a little bit, even though she doesn't really need it. But like, you got little stragglers here and there.
Yeah.
So right now she looks very sleek and very elegant. Like she looks very beautiful.
That's cute. Well, I guess it depends on who we bring, if we could bring the dogs or not.
Oh, right. Because some people are allergic.
And also Fawn likes to tap dance.
No, she doesn't.
So I'm just thinking like...
she doesn't like to tap dance.
You don't hear her walking around in the middle of the night?
Well, that's because her freaking talons are really long.
But she walks around a lot.
This bitch hates walking.
So in the RV, if like she's walking up and down the hallway, she's going to be waking people up.
Did we bring our dogs last time?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would have been nuts.
Because that time was baby Taika. So baby Taika could barely even walk. So I think we were like, there's no way we're going to have baby Taika and also
take care of these
killer
guys.
Meatloaf.
Oh, true. Yeah, it would have been
Scaredy Fawn. It's just
too much.
Too many things to keep track of.
All right. So yeah, stay tuned for that because I do want to make this happen. I just miss doing things. I miss being out. We live close to mountains now and like that's really beautiful, but I really want to just get in it, Like I want to get out, get in it, be more active in that regard. But yeah, so stay tuned because we will for sure be vlogging that stuff. And yeah, we're wrapping it up.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you guys for listening and thank you to our sponsors. So thank you to Skillshare. Again, that's 2 free months of premium membership at Skillshare.com/Beaw, Beaw.
And don't forget to sign up for your trial today for Noom at Noom.com/Beaw, Beaw. What do you have to lose in terms of your fitness goals? Go to Noom.com/Beaw, Beaw. And last but not least, don't forget to check out Barbell Brigade because we do have a brand new drop, our identity collection. I'm wearing one of the shirts from it. We went super fancy on all the other stuff and we're like, we need to go back to the basics. So just having a straight up clean
so good
white logo on black tee, June 17th, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure to go to barbellbrigade.com. Check out the whole identity collection.
Oof.